So here's a nice little Christmas story. I kind of feel obliged to share it, given how scarce nice little stories are in this world nowadays. Over about the last 2 months, I've been watching this paradise duck family grow up, and I noticed there was an addition one day. It was this little one here. You can probably see he's about half the size of the other ones. And what happened was he belonged to another family of ducks. He had two other siblings, and his parents were just absolutely beating the shit out of them all one night. It was really tough to watch. Um, the little ducklings would follow their parents, and then the parents would turn around and like peck the shit out of them, like peck their heads, and then they'd run away and they'd come back because they didn't know what else to do. And the same thing would happen over and over again. This isn't the good part of the story, by the way. Just thought I'd clarify. Um, and so me and another guy were trying to abduct the ducklings and, I don't know, take them like to a bird sanctuary or something. But they all ended up swimming out into the middle of the pond and we couldn't get to them. And of course, due to the like deceptive nature of this place, me and the other guy who were trying to do a good thing, we ended up looking like, a couple of fucking creeps. We're like walking around with a big a net on attached to a big pole, and I had a cardboard box as well. We just looked like we were trying to abduct some innocent ducklings. But anyway, I came back to the park. I think it was a couple of days later, and I noticed that there were only two ducklings with the abusive duck parents, and I just assumed that the other one had been killed. But then later on I saw him, the little duck here, and he was with this new family. So I don't know how that happened, whether he managed to do this epic journey across the park, which would probably be about 300 meters, which is quite an adventure given the terrain in between. There's a mini jungle in the middle of the park, so it would have been a pretty epic journey if he had done that all by himself. But I don't know, maybe someone helped him, I'm not sure. He's a cute little bugger though. He was doing this little jig, I guess you'd call it a jig, like a little dance thing, when he gets excited, and he kind of like jogs on the spot. It's really adorable. So yeah, I think it was about the second day that he had joined them. I was just sitting there watching them, and they all kind of sit down and have a snooze under the tree in the shade. And when they all went to move off, they all got up and walked off. And when he went to walk, when the other duck that was with him, who had sort of taken him under its wing, when he walked off, the mother sort of like hissed at him, and he kind of like lifted both his wings up and shrugged and walked past her quite submissive and apologetically. And then the runaway, the little runaway duck, he walked past, and the mother sort of hissed at him as well. But eventually she seems to have chilled out quite a lot and let him stay. So that's the mother there, and it's the runaway duck. So yeah, I think that's about all there is to the story. I don't know if I should add the full-blown dookie reality to it all, but yeah, I might as well go for full disclosure. So there were 14 of them all up, 14 ducklings, and I think they were down to about 9. And there was one that I saw was quite injured one day. I don't know what had happened to it, so I took it into the bird hospital. And hopefully he'll come and rejoin them later. But yeah, they normally have a pretty decent survival rate, these paradise ducks. Whether that's a good thing or not, I'm not too sure. I'm sure some of you ultra jaded people who follow this channel will probably relate to what I mean. Anyways, that's my little Christmas story. I think there's nothing else to add to it. I don't know, hope you're all finding a bit of joy anyways, and I don't know if I should say happy holiday, but yeah, just all the best to you all. I hope the weather's not too shit.